Ladies and gentlemen, love. What is it? And how can we get more of it? And what's the best kind? Because it's like drugs, you know, it is a drug. There are some kinds that are good for you and some kinds that ain't so good for you. And that's what we're going to be talking about on today's unedited episode of Gimme a Flakman. You can tell I'm becoming arrogant because I referred to this YouTube video as an episode. How arrogant can you get? Remember, this is Gimme a Flakman, and we do unedited crap on this now. That's a new policy now from this year. Again, all the edited stuff is on Gimme a Breakman. Go check that out. Enough of that. Let's get to today's question. That's one thing I will be doing. And this is a tough one. This is a tough one. This guy, I'm not going to say his name because I don't know if he really wants to have his name out there. On today's show is sponsored by Turkey. Wild turkey. Because when just being turkey is not enough, you need to be wild turkey. And we're going to be drinking out of Stewie this evening. Stewie from the family show. They put a baby on a shot glass. I think that's quite irresponsible. Oh, and happy Haru, not Harumaki. I keep saying Harumaki. Mamemaki. Today is a day in Japan where we toss these beans out. Well, I just wore a mask, and I'll actually put up a edited video on Gimme a Breakman soon and explaining what this is about. But somebody wears a mask like I do, and they step out at the doorway of a house or edifice, and the other person throws beans at them and say, "Go away, bad luck out, oni wa soto, and good luck in, fuku wa uchi," and anywhere. So we did that today too. It was fun. But today's topic is love, and I want to start by talking about Japanese TV a bit. A lot of people knock Japanese TV as being crap, and I'll admit that I was one of those people as well in the past. And I still prefer, you know, when it comes to dramas and stuff, the Japanese have almost nothing comparable to it. Apparently the Koreans are good at it, or at least good enough to hook a lot of Japanese housewives into it. They have quite a bit of drama shows, dramatic, soap operas. I'm pretty sure they qualify as soap operas. Though, to be honest, I haven't really watched any for any length of time, so I don't know. I could be talking out of my butt, which wouldn't be surprising. But anyway, one thing I do like about Japan is I'll sometimes get surprised. Case in point, today I was watching some show and they were playing a song, and it said right on the screen, it said song. It's the little icon for music, and it said Bruce Springsteen by Eric Church. And I thought, oh, that must mean that he's doing a Bruce Springsteen cover or something. I looked it up, and there's something you can't see in Japan. It's blocked for some stupid reason. But I did find the song, and it's called Springsteen by Eric Church. And it's a great song, and it talks about when I think of you, or I don't remember exactly, but the point is, the guy associates a memory with a woman when he was 17. And he hopes that the memory that she has of him is similar. And I was thinking about that, you know. With 17, that's some pretty hot times. If any of you losers were lucky enough to be getting some action at 17, like moi, then I gotta tell you, those were intense times, you know. I mean, looking back at, I was a closet player. Like I was actually doing pretty well, but none of my buddies knew it. Well, maybe a couple. I don't remember. I don't remember bragging about it. I'm one of those guys who doesn't talk about women that he's with at the time, but might later, you know, after it's all over. But I'm never like, dude, I did her. You know, I always thought that was silly. And if you talk like that, I really think you're silly. No matter who it is, even if you did like Angelina Jolie or something, or Jennifer Aniston. Are you on the Jennifer team or Angelina? Who would you rather have sex with? And if you did, would you brag? I don't think I would brag about having sex with either of those women, though I can see the desire. I can understand the desire. But anyway, let's get to the point. So this song by Eric Church is all about that. It's pretty good. It's a country song, and I'm a closet, and I'm not a closet. I'm an openly country aficionado. I love country music. Really, I mean, all the classics. I know them all. I don't think I actually own that many CDs, but I do have a lot of mixes and stuff. That's something in the video that if you look it up on, it's the Eric Church video called Springsteen. He's making a mixtape for his friend, and I don't think we do that much anymore. I don't bother making mixed anything. So I think well, it's because I'm married, so it doesn't matter anymore. But when I was single, yeah, I used to mix CDs for people. But here's the point. When I was 16, actually, I was in love with this girl, like insanely in love. And I thought, my every day was, all about her. And there was a summer we were separated, and I was writing letters to her. And anyway, it was pretty intense. And I sometimes feel like that is the purest kind of most intense love that you are ever going to feel, is that kind of love. What do you guys think? I mean, I think, and I don't mean for this to be a downer or a negative thing to say, but I think as you get older, the strength of love, it wears off. Like I said, it's a drug, and you get. I got beans in my mouth. It's like a drug, and you get kind of used to it. And I think it's the kind of drug that you can't really intensify the dose. I think once you get older, the dose just doesn't get stronger. Not to say that love doesn't exist when you're older, but it's definitely different. So those of you who are in love and you're young, some of you are probably in the insane stages right now, which is normal. It's normal to be in love and insane, or insanely in love. I mean, and I'm seriously. That's why you hear about people cutting off people's penises and killing people because they're in love, right? Like when you get older, you're like, why would anyone do that? I don't understand. Well, you've forgotten. But it was like that for me, I think, at one point. I did do like really crazy shit, really self-destructive things, but nothing that bad. I mean, nothing that I could have been hospitalized for. Though I'm pretty sure my parents would have probably felt better if I had gotten some therapy when I was 17. But it's a pure love. And it's a wonderful love. And I don't think it can be replicated. Even as you get older. It just doesn't work. It's just too much. Everyone's jaded. We've all, we realize by the time you're 20 that that so many people lie and cheat and break your hearts. And it's hard to keep that, But I got a letter today from a guy. Let's call him Mr. B. Okay. And I'll read it to you. And he says, hello there in Tokyo. I'm not in Tokyo. My name is Mr. B. I'm from Germany and actually experiencing some problems which can be described as screwed up. Or like, how can I approach a young Japanese lady? So here's the rundown. This guy's in love with a maid cafe girl. Okay. And he says he has some, I'm gonna summarize this for you. He has some warm feelings for a girl working a maid cafe in Akihabara. And he knows that they're untouchable by definition. So he's basically going for a girl that in Japan has been, what do we say, bred to be, in a way, groomed to be the ideal untouchable girl. Everybody wants her, right? And he realizes that they're not, that even frequent customers like himself, I'm assuming he's frequent, are not allowed to ask for any girls' private information at all. Okay. So he's asking, how do you approach a girl like that? Is there any hope for him? And to be honest, I really don't think there is. That's my initial reaction, my gut reaction, which is usually often very good. Don't waste your time on a girl like that. Because she's probably jaded too. Half the guys that go to those places are probably married. They're not, they make promises they can't fulfill. But at the same time, I do know that many girls who work in that industry of, how shall we put it, satisfying men, but not prostitutes, do eventually get married to a certain customer. But usually those marriages are to men of means, meaning loaded. Now, there is the type of girl who does marry insanely for the screwed up guy too, but I think in Japan they're not. You don't get as many of those. You know, you always hear about some like some stripper in the States whose her boyfriend is like a Hell's Angels or something, or, you know, some, I don't know, some crazy guy too. They're equally crazy, right? But in Japan, I'm pretty sure that the girls who do leave the life, leave it. Hey, Yoko, could you open the door, please? ちょっと暑い。ちょっと開けてくれる? Oh, really? Sorry. She's being a good wife, and she's refilling all the kerosene tanks in the house at the moment. Oh, thank you, honey. So he says, how should I approach a girl like this? And well, here are some of the options. Sending bunches of flowers to her in the Mad Cafe, and he puts the quotation marks around her, because it's probably, you know, whatever name he knows her of is obviously not her name. I'm thinking that's why he did that, but maybe there's another reason. Greetings for her birthday on the radio, while birthdays are known because of the cafe's website. So he wants to send her a birthday message on the radio. What else can I do? She's a cosplayer, though. So she's thinking about doing cosplay as well, just to get her interest. You know, if she's a real hardcore cosplayer and you become a real hardcore cosplayer and you become like one of the best hardcore cosplayers, you got a chance, I would think. But the problem is she probably already knows you through this maid cafe business. So her tendency, her instinct will be to stay away from you because you're a customer, right? Now, a couple months ago, I did a talk. We did a talk about a video that appeared. I think it was on Vice or something. Anyway, there was some interview about the women in the sex industry, and there was one particular young girl who was paid to just stare into people's eyes and cuddle with people. And when they interviewed her, she was basically she just hated men, and she thought, you know, guys sucked, and she didn't want a boyfriend, and she didn't trust men. And she seemed completely jaded to me. So it's possible that, you know, I'm not saying that the prostitutes, but everyone knows the old myth, do we want to say, of the what is it? Whore with a cold gold heart? Prostitute with, what's it called? What do they call it? Whore with a heart of gold? Prostitute with a heart of gold? I don't remember the expression, but you know what I'm saying. I think it was whore with a heart of gold. Anyway, everyone knows about that woman. Does she exist? It's doubtful. You know, I mean, maybe. But then she's going to marry some poor sap who she thinks is nice. Maybe that's you. But I don't know, man. This guy, first of all, I think it's an infatuation. Yeah. If you are in love, I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? What advice do we give this guy? Is there any way to reach that unreachable girl? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm thinking there's no way to reach her. I'm thinking pretty much that there's no way you're ever going to get into her pants or into her heart. And actually, you got a better chance at her pants than her heart. But even if you got into her pants, I'm sorry to be blunt, but even if you got into her pants, I don't know that she's ever going to trust you or love you. And really, the bottom line is, can you even communicate with her? I mean, is this just some intense infatuation or obsession? I don't really know there's much you can do. He did send me links to her picture, which I will be nice enough not to post. Unless he PMs me later and tells me it's okay to post the links, which you can come back to the video and check. He sent me pictures of her at her job and her as Hatsune Miku. And she's quite intensely beautiful, I guess. That's the point he was trying to make. I'm Hatsune Miku, that's Japanese. Miku Hatsune. Yeah, I mean, she's a beautiful girl, but if you like thighs as big as my arm, you know, she's one of those skinny Japanese chicks, you know. Not that physical is everything, of course, you know, but so here's a question for everyone: Is there a technique to reach that unreachable woman, the woman that's out of everyone's league? Is there a way to get to her? from one of my experiences, pretend you don't care or don't care. And if she likes you, she'll come to you. But otherwise, I don't think you really have much of a chance. Anyway, those are my 2 cents on that. It's a good question. I mean, I think all of us have been in love with the girl that we never thought we had a chance with. And I off the top of my... actually, you know what? I actually did succeed once with a girl I thought was way out of my league. And I did by just being myself and not thinking that it was anything but friendship. And yeah, you know what? I just assumed from the beginning there was no chance in hell I'd ever be with a woman like this. Twice now. Twice. Yeah, 2 super hot girls in my past. When I was young, I had long hair and no glasses, and anyway, probably weighed like one third of what I weigh now. Yeah, so I didn't care, and it worked out because I was just myself. So that's all. It's like a goddamn Disney. That's it. That's the moral of the story. Be yourself, and if she likes you, she'll go for you. And here's the other thing. Do you really want to be with someone that you have to impress or trick into liking you? I mean, don't you just want to be yourself and have a girl who likes you for who you are? That's really, in the end, what I would say. So if anyone has better advice, like if anyone has, because maybe he doesn't want to marry her, maybe he just wants to get in, If anyone has better advice, then please leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear your advice personally. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you all soon. I'm now going to sit down and edit a video about the Oni wa uchi and Fuku ga, no, Oni wa soto and Fuku ga uchi phenomenon holiday that we celebrate here in Japan. Check for that in a few hours on Gimme a Break Man. Until next time, peace out.